I've done it again, haven't I? I have gone for God knows how long, because, you know, this channel was always kind of meant to be on the side of my French channel, so I wasn't planning on posting as much as I posted on there, but then I stopped posting on there anyway, so obviously I posted even less on this one, which, what is less than nothing? You know, I can't really remember the last time I posted on this channel. I don't know if it was like a year or 2 years ago. And at this stage, I cannot justify my absences any longer, because there is really no excuse, or rather no explanation, that will make sense to anyone. I don't really make sense of whatever happens in my brain most of the time. Any of the voices that, you know, tell me I'm not good enough or whatever it is, you know, someone could say, how does that stop you from making content? How does that stop you from writing, really? How does that stop you from doing what you like just because you might not be good enough for it? And I'm like, yeah, but it still paralyzes me, and therefore I just go back into my shell and I'm like, well, nobody will care. Also, side note, coronavirus, lockdown, self-isolation, 2020, really surprising year so far. Not in the best way as the world goes, but things have kind of started to shift in my life a little bit. Like, things are getting better in some ways, but also mentally I'm still the same broken mess that, you know, I've been for the past few years now. This is already all over the place, and I've already filmed this twice, because basically the first time I was like, yeah, I was all over the place, but it was fine. But then actually I had not framed this properly, because obviously I haven't been here for a while, so I don't really know how these things work anymore. Literally my neck was cut in most of the shots. I looked like I had literally no neck, so that wasn't pretty. Not that this is, but you know, I figured that would give somebody nightmares, so I kind of figured I should start again. But then when I started again, I was like, oh my god, I don't know what to say anymore. And now this is the third time that I'm filming this, and it still makes literally no sense. Basically, I guess this is kind of an introductory video of me being like, hey, I would like to be back online, but I don't know if I'm gonna manage it. I don't know if I'm going to succeed, so please don't have too many expectations. But then at the same time, I'm like, who are you talking to? Like, there's very little chance that somebody is still watching in 2020 because you've been gone for so long, and you're basically, you know, not cancelled, but let's just say outdated, basically. But yeah, in the past few weeks, I've kind of like had the feeling that I wanted to find myself again a little bit in all the creative spaces that I used to have. Not saying that I want to go back to the person that I was, because I'm never going to be the person that I was. However, I do miss the space where I could chat to the internet about stuff. When you have a conversation with your friend about something in particular, like, you know, they're going to give you their input, and they're going to try to fix you in some ways. And I'm, you know, very much guilty of doing that as well. Like, I'm going to try and find a solution instead of actually listening. And I feel like this is what the camera does, basically. It doesn't try to fix me. It's just listening to me. Wow. And one of the reasons why I'm doing it in English is because, for me, English is the language that I feel most comfortable in the sense that talking about my feelings doesn't feel as scary as doing it in French. It's just weird. Like, I feel like I have multiple personalities. It's not only the fact that I have voices in my head all the time telling me, like, you're not good enough, you're not blah blah, and it's not just, you know, having depression and anxiety and all that stuff. It's just like thinking in two languages. I really don't know what to make of it, because obviously the channel that I built in French is something that I want to keep nurturing. I would love this community to kind of like live again, and I would love to be able to share with people again, and, you know, like, I've built something that I used to be proud of. But at the same time, I know that most of the people who subscribed initially, it was because of books. But yeah, there's just so much in my mind that my brain never shuts off. And as an overthinker, I literally have to consider everything. I don't really know if, you know, I should post this anyway, and I don't really know if me entertaining the idea of speaking online again is a good idea, in the sense that I don't think it will make sense in any way to anyone if anyone is still here watching. I guess it's kind of like journaling for yourself as well, and that's the one thing that I really want to do again, is basically do things for myself rather than with the expectations of something coming out of it, which obviously when it comes to Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff, you kind of want not fame out of it, but more like engagement. I don't want to assume that anyone is going to engage, and I don't want to assume that it might help other people, because maybe that's never going to be the case. And yes, I would love to be able to maybe bring something to the table, because I feel like it would give me a sense of purpose, but I also just want to have this space for myself, and I want to be able to do it in whichever language I prefer. But I just wanted to say hello if you're still here. I hope that you're well, and I hope that you're taking care of yourself in these very weird, very unsettling times. If I do keep filming stuff, which we all know that's unlikely, but I'll try. I will try, because that's the least I can do, right? Trying. Like, if it doesn't work out, at least I will have tried. And, you know, small progress, small victories, that kind of stuff. Yeah, we'll talk soon, hopefully. And thank you very much for watching. If you're here, bye.